Hiep Thi. 1 minute you're studying in college, and the next minute you have a major motion picture on your shoulders. Have you recovered from the shock yet? It must be a tremendous sense of what is happening.
I'm very excited about it, but I try to suppress all the excitement because I really want to concentrate in school. So I didn't sit and I haven't, taken the time to really think about what I've done or if what's going to come out of it. I'm just trying desperately to graduate this year and get accepted into medical school.
Is it possible after this movie opens?
Is it impossible?
Yeah, don't you think?
Everybody tells me that, and I take that, but I can't picture it,
Is there anything in your own background that we can relate to the background of your character? There was a lot of disruption in your youth, if you could describe in your own words.
The sense of lost, being forced to live on your own without your parents.
And this at the age of?
9.
This is when you had to leave Vietnam?
Yes. There was no mom or dad except for my younger sister, and I could tie that with the older sister that she was with in, that Lei Lee was with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened that you had to leave? What happened?
Oh, because my father had to, escape because he was wanted, obviously, political reasons. And my mom felt that there was no way that he could come back to us. So the only way for us to reunite with him was to leave the country. And that was the reason for us to leave. And once we got here, the objective became, getting an education, things like that. But the initial objective was reuniting.
The reunion of the members of your family is another parallel.
Yes.
With the movie, isn't it?
Yes, very much. Well, I was reunited a couple of times, first with my dad and my brother in Hong Kong, and then with my family. And then when I went back to Vietnam and meet up with the rest of my family, I mean, just reuniting a lot. There's the same feelings resurface over and over and over again. The same excitement, the same moment of wanting to cry or scream. I screamed. I chose to scream than cry instead of crying.
And in this, as with Joy Luck Club, I guess we're seeing two films that are going to be speaking to a lot of people like you who have had an opportunity to reunite. Would you guess that's so? There are an awful lot of Asian Americans, for example, that are going back, and people from mainland and Taiwan are coming here. And is it something that's kind of happening right now that you can see?
Yes, there are a lot of people wanting to go back to Vietnam to resolve a lot of things because they had to leave unexpectedly. And there are a lot of family ties that they haven't, like if my mom had never caught up with us, or if we had never met up with our father, we're going to have to come back to Vietnam, all of us, my father, my younger sister and I, come back to Vietnam and reunite with our immediate family, and they're all doing, a lot of them are doing that. After 20 years of growing up in Vietnam and not realizing what their father and mother's names are, and coming and actually seeing them after all these years, it's something that people can really relate to.
Now, by contrast to a family that's been stable, there have been no disruptions, say in America, your typical family. It would think that this has been very difficult for you, but yet what have you learned as a result? How are you a richer person having gone through this experience? Not the experience of making the movie, but in your own life. Has it made you a richer, deeper person, do you think?
I have grown a lot. I have grown so much within this past 2 years, and I can't even begin to point out when and where. But the experiences that I went through throughout my whole life really made me what I am today. So I can't point out any specific thing. And if this has a major part of my, growing experience, I still need to sit back and look at it, because right now I'm living it,
But somehow, if you say that you're going to finish school, I believe it, I think.
I will.
I think